Come on, we're in. Oh, that's a lovely pastry right there. Just look at that, golden baked cheese and onion pasties. We've got those caramelized onions in there. And our mashed potato pastry. What a fantastic, perfect savoury treat. Hi everyone, welcome to Backyard Chef. I'm Rick. Today we're making cheese and onion pasties. Fantastic recipe, different to most of the recipes, and we're using mashed potato. So in that bowl, mashed potato. Now it's a bit like a normal pastry mix actually, but we're going to use up our mashed potato. That is all-purpose plain flour. This is cornstarch or corn flour. I'm going in there with some salt. I'm just going to give that a mix through like that first. And then we're going to chuck in some butter and we're going to bring this all together like a pastry. So that's our butter there. In it goes. Hands in, and we want a pastry. Now we're going to mix this up like this to start off with. Get our little fine breadcrumbs. We're going to chuck an egg yolk in, and we might have to add some water, cold water. Well, any water, it doesn't matter, but I've got that out of the fridge. But there you go. So it's a straightforward pastry mix, but it's got mashed potato in. Now obviously this can be done with gluten-free flour. And whiz it up in a food processor. Seconds. Absolutely seconds. Now what I will add, just as a little bit of a tip here, that if you're using mashed potatoes and you've heavily buttered them or milked them up to make them creamy, you might have to reduce the amount of fats, butter that you put in. Okay, now I've got an egg yolk here. And now the egg yolk is for richness, so we do want that in there. That's going to give us a nice rich pastry. Nice little mix in, and then we can mix it with our hands. Now we are trying to make a dough here, so you know, just add a little bit of water and bring it in together. You don't have to go crazy, obviously, because this is quite sticky already. So it's water as needed. And I don't think this needs any. That is a nice pastry right there. That is lovely. You wouldn't know that's got mashed potato in. There you go. I'm going to wrap that in cling film. Now you could put it in the fridge, I suppose, if you wanted to. But you know, it's not very warm here today. I'm just going to wrap it in cling film. We're going to leave it on the side, and then we're going to make up our pasties. I'm going to take our pastry on there, and we're just going to wrap it over just to stop it from drying out, that's all. Nice and straightforward. Just give that a little squidgy down like that. It's going to keep it in that shape for when we come to roll it. Now for our filling, very straightforward. We want a couple of onions slicing. Slice them thinly. We're going to caramelize them. That's our onions, okay, in a pan with a lid. We're going to caramelize properly. That's our work done. That's our onions. Just break them up like that. It's just going to be easier to caramelize. Yes, the pan's not on. It doesn't need to be on. Okay, a little bit of sugar, help caramelize. A little bit of salt. In there, a little bit of butter. In there, a little bit of water. Flame on. Lid on. What's going to happen? The water is going to come to a boil in there. It's going to start to steam and boil the onions. The butter is going to melt. The water will evaporate. The onion juices will evaporate. It will start to cook in the butter. That is how to caramelize onions quickly, easily, perfectly. So if you just take a look in there, you can see it's boiling away. The butter's starting to melt. Of course it is, it's hot in there. So it's going to melt in there, and we're just going to let it boil and steam and then caramelize. All we do is keep coming along, give it a stir. So we just give them a little stir like that, look. Put the lid back on. These are softened up very nicely. Lid back on, just keep an eye on them. As soon as that water evaporates, they're going to start to cook in there. Okay, you can see it starts to caramelize there, look. And obviously we need to caramelize it properly. We're going to go in there with just a little bit of oil to help it on its way. Now these are very soft and broken down already. You don't need to put the lid on now. We're trying to caramelize these, so we need the moisture to evaporate. There we go, that's fine. Turn off the flame. And we want to let this cool down because we're going to put this in our filling. So we'll shove that in a bowl. Just let it cool down. That's our onions. We're going to make up our super cheesy filling in there, cream cheese. We're going to get the onions in there, our caramelized onions. Look at those, superb. In there with some cheddar cheese. Going in there with a pinch of thyme. What else have we got on here? A tad of salt. Got to get some black pepper in there. Don't forget seasoning to taste. Right. And we want to go in there with a good teaspoon of Dijon. A good teaspoon, not like this half teaspoon. We've got to give that a fully mix in. Get it all incorporated, mix it up. That's our filling. It looks superb. Do you know, to make this quicker, I might have a glove on. Obviously this is optional, you don't have to do it this way. But I want this mixed up. I haven't got time to mess around with a spoon. Get it in there. That is okay. Right, I'm gonna split this now, I think. Looking at the size of that pastry in there, I think we're gonna get four pasties. So don't hold me to it because we might have to change it. But if we go 4 lumps like that, that should give us a head start. Make sure your oven's on about 190. Now line a tray. Now I've run out of parchment paper, so I'm going to have to order some. So I'm going to go with a couple of scraps on there, but don't worry. So there you go, even I run out of stuff on there. Right, we are going to roll out our pastry. I have a pastry cutter here, and this is about 15 centimeters. So we should get 4 out of there, which will make 4 of our pasties, I hope. Okay, on there, flour. On there, our dough. Nice and gently. Now we want this about 3 millimeters thick. Somewhere like that. Now there you go. I think that's going to get it, don't you? Oh look, got a bit of potato skin there. Not to worry. Right. We're guesstimating this. That one on there. And that one on there. Oh, that'll do nicely. So we don't want this. Oh yeah, we got enough here. We can make 5, I think. We might have to split that mix. Let's have a look at that mix. Oh, it's fantastic pastry, this. So have a look at this mix. What we got? I like my pasties to be full. I don't want them half full. I know we're making 5. There is too much. Too much filling. Come on. Let's have that off there. So there you go, folks. We're making 5. So I'll tell you what. Let's just squash this down like that. Bring it up over the top like that. And we're going to join it up. Join it like that, look. How fantastic is that? Look at that. There's nothing wrong with the pasty like that, okay? But you know, you could just flatten it like that. Just make sure that your seam is joined up, and that is going on our parchment paper. Fabulous. So we're just going to take it straight across. We're going to go for the half moon, eh? Come on, bring it in there. That'll do. And we're going to go on there. See, we're just making this up as we go along, as per usual. And just give it a crimping with a fork. Now hopefully it should stay together. Now if it's sticky like that is, just dip it in the flour. Dip your fork in the flour and it will not stick when you squash it down. Brush those all over your beaten egg. We want a little bit of colour on there, don't we? There we go, look at those. Straightforward and easy. Let's whack them in the oven. We got them in there about 12 to 15 minutes. Let's see how they go. Okay, look at those. That is a bit special. There you go. Oh, look here, we got a couple broken open there. The rest looks superb. Now, don't worry about anything like this. It's going to sink back in. It's got to sink in. It's a pasty. You know, look at it. Look. Don't stress. Okay, they are absolutely superb. Look at those. Right, I want to let those cool down, and then we're going to cut one open and give it a go. Let's get one of these cut open. Let's have a look. Come on, we're in. Oh, that's a lovely pastry right there. Straight through there. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Oh, look at that. Our caramelized onions. Oh, man. That is amazing. Yes, please. Just look at that, golden baked cheese and onion pasties. We've got those caramelized onions in there. And our mashed potato pastry. What a fantastic, perfect savoury treat. Come on. Oh, come on. We're in. We're in. Look at this pastry. This pastry is phenomenal. Oh. Bingo, bingo. That is incredible. That is the best cheese and onion pasty we've had in ages. Kapow. What fantastic cheddar flavour coming through there. Creamy, obviously, but it's got those caramelized onions. A little bit of thyme. Wow, that is a superb filling. Oh man. Look at the pastry. Nice, it's a little bit of crisp on there, it's soft and it's pliable. It's a delicious pastry. That is superb. Look at that. Share with your friends, tell them all about this. How easy it is to make a fantastic golden baked. Wow, and it is golden baked, look at that. A golden baked cheese caramelized onion pasty. A perfect savoury treat. That is pastry to die for. That is superb. If you like what we're doing, big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, ring that bell. We'll catch you in the next video. Those flavours are amazing. I don't think we've had a pasty that tastes as good.